I'm with Summit Technology. We are a solution provider here out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm responsible for making sure the technology solutions that we're giving to our customers and presenting are best fit for their needs. Pernixdata is a great complement to our current solutions. Whether we're deploying virtual desktops or virtual server infrastructures, we're always looking for that solution that's going to help the customer take best advantage of their virtualization investment. It's a great fit for our current storage vendors as well as our server vendors. The great thing about Pernixdata and reselling it is the customer sees benefit right off the bat. Within an hour, the customer is seeing their IOs offloaded, they're seeing latency drop, and it's a great fit for our business and for our customers. So Barley Snyder is a large regional law firm. They've got several offices around Pennsylvania, and they have about 200 users right now on a VDI desktop deployment. So Barley was seeing an issue with keeping up with the number of IOPS that they needed to support on their current environment. In addition to that, they had new solutions on the horizon, new applications for their line of business that they knew were going to require even more disk I/O, and they just didn't have it in their current storage. We looked at a couple of different solutions. There's the traditional solution of just throwing more drives and more shelves at the issue. From a pricing perspective, no customer wants to see that. We also looked at a couple other local flash vendors that would offload flash to cache, but their solution wasn't complete, it wasn't enterprise level, and it wasn't going to fit our customer, Barley Snyder. So it doesn't take long at all to use, install, and configure Pernixdata. It's up and running well under an hour. The management server is easy to install, very few questions, and the VIB installs like any other VMware VIB. It just goes right on the ESX host. So we were able to quantify a couple of different test scenarios with Barley Snyder. One was their virtual desktop deployment. They were constantly seeing latency above 10 milliseconds or more with their virtual desktops, even not during a boot storm. With Pernixdata in place, we were able to cut those to 1 millisecond or sub-millisecond response times. Barley Snyder is seeing dramatically decreased IOPS to their storage. They're also using iSCSI, so that's much less data traveling over their storage switches as well. So their users are seeing faster response times, and the storage is going to get a little bit more life out of it as well. So we helped Barley Snyder do an ROI when it came to the Pernixdata, but it was really quite simple. You could almost do it on the back of a napkin. We already had the cost from the storage vendor and what it was going to take to add more SAS drives and more shelves to the storage. We had that cost, it was already in our hands. So it was real easy to take a look at Pernixdata's cost, adding the local flash, and seeing the dramatic difference in cost. It was an instant savings for the customer. Virtualized flash infrastructure has come a long way over even the last few years. And so I'd really recommend that customers stop looking that same mind frame of just buying more infrastructure to tackle an old problem. Looking at flash clusters, virtualizing your flash is really going to be the wave of the future, and it's really going to solve multiple problems they didn't even know they have yet, and Pernixdata is a perfect route for that. I really recommend that anyone looking to solve storage performance, they need to look at virtualized flash. And Pernixdata is really the only vendor out there now virtualizing flash across your virtual infrastructure. And you have to look at both sides of the coin. It's not just read cache and it's not just write cache, it's both. And Pernixdata is the solution for that.